Welcome to or welcome back to the Basic Training Podcast, where I talk about the preparation that we have to go through in order to get to the assignment that God is calling us to. Now, this video is a little different, but it also ties into the last video I made on perfectionism. This is not how I would want to show up on camera with my bonnet on, like sitting in my pajamas, but again, there's never going to be a right time to create. If it's on your heart to do it in that moment, no matter what it looks like, because it's going to reach whoever it needs to reach. And so if I look like I was crying, I was right before this. And this video the topic is pressure makes diamonds. Now, I made a little video on TikTok talking about this, but I'm going to expound on this. And so I was just in prayer with the Lord about the pressure that I've been experiencing and what I've been feeling. And he literally reminded me of what I had written down in my notes for this video. And I was like, okay, you know what, we're gonna get up and do this, because you're possibly not gonna let me sleep tonight if I don't do it. But I pray that as I'm speaking this, out loud, I'm speaking it over myself, but I'm also speaking it over you. And so let's just hop right into this. So pressure. It is various forms of stress, trials, and challenges that individuals face in their spiritual and daily lives. So our foundational text is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 10. And after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. Now, if you know me, I've said this plenty of times, I like words. I have to break them down. I have to get the definition of what these words mean. So we're going to break down a few of these words. Suffered or suffering. It reflects the human experience of pain, hardship, and adversity. We'll tie it all together once we get all the definitions out. So grace is the unmerited favor and love of God. Eternal, which is everlasting. It's without beginning or end. Restore. In the Hebrew, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but it's shuv, S-H-U-V. It means to return or bring back. Confirm is the act of establishing, strengthening, or validating something. Strengthen is God's ability to fortify, support, empower individuals and communities to fulfill his purposes. Establish is setting something firmly in place, making it stable, or confirming it. So, it says, and after you have suffered, you've gone through pain, you've gone through the hardship, you've gone through the adversities for a little while. Now, a little while, we don't really know what that means, and you don't get to choose what that means or when it happens. But after you have gone through all of this for a little while, the God of all grace, unmerited favor, love, peace, joy, that's him, who has called you by name to his eternal, which is everlasting glory in Christ, will himself restore what was lost, restore what was taken from you, and he will give it to you 10 times better than when it was already in your life. He will also confirm, the act of establishing, strengthening, or validating. He is establishing your steps. He's establishing what he has placed on the inside of you. He is confirming it, because a lot of the times I think we don't believe what's on the inside of us. We don't believe what God has placed on the inside of us. And so he is literally establishing it. He is confirming it on your behalf, to tell you what is on the inside of you so that you can operate in that. He is also strengthening you. He is fortifying you. When you are weak, he is strong. And so in this next season that you're stepping into, he has given you the strength to not feel weak. Now, there will be times where you feel weak, but you'll be able to go back to the scriptures and go back to where God has brought you from and remember, okay, I have strength. I am able to do this. I am able to continue to go forth. This is just a stumbling block, or this is just something, a hurdle that I have to get over, that I have to jump over, and that is okay because I have the strength to do it. And he will establish you. He is making it stable. Whatever he is building, whatever he is restoring within you and confirming, he is making sure that it is stable and that it is able to withstand the call, withstand where he is taking you and what he is going to have you to do in this next season. Now, I know that we do not want to go through the pressure. We don't want to go through the valley. I even said this in the TikTok video. You have to go through in order to get to the glory that is at the end of whatever the trial, the situation, the circumstance is. You have to go through it in order to get to the end, right? You can't go outside of it. You can't go on top of it. You can't go under it. You have to go through. That is the only way that you will able to get to the other end. And a lot of the times, because of the pressure, because of the hardship, we don't want to keep going or go through again because it's hard and we're ready to give up and call it quits. But this verse excuse me, this verse right here, it says that after you have suffered a little while, trouble won't last always. It also makes me think about how weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Nothing lasts long. Whatever you are going through, it does not last long. It won't. It can't. But you have to allow God to do a work within you in order for him to restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish. If he is not doing that work within you, you may be stagnant or you are not going forward. Whenever he does the restoring, the confirming, the strengthening, the establishing, you are going forward. You are going forth, which means that you can't go back to what you used to do, to who you were, to who you once were. You are now going forward, and he is pushing you, and he is going to accelerate you into what he is calling you to do. So remember that trouble does not last always. I know that it hurts. I know that you don't want to go through it. I know. But there's no other way. There is. But he's the only way. There's no other way to put this. Go through it so you can be who God has called you to be. Learn the lessons that you need to learn. Remove what needs to be removed. Allow him to strip you. Let him do what only he can do. Let him perfect what's on the inside of you. Because at the end of this, he's going to get the glory. Nobody else will.